And now, Tiki Man Radio is proud to present the JBL Legends Travel Moment with Joe Leo. Take it away, Joe.
Everybody, it's Joe Leo from the JBL Legends Travel Group. This week, in our Travel Minute, I'd like to talk about something I get questions about all the time, and that's what's the difference between a river cruise and an ocean cruise? River cruises have become very popular lately, and there's a lot of big differences. One of them is that a river cruise is more similar to what you would call a land tour, where you're actually experiencing the culture and the educational factors of a particular area. The mega ships, the big ocean ships, have pools and multiple different lounges and specialty restaurants and spas and endless activities and excursions. But a lot of times people complain that when they get into port, they get there at 8 o'clock in the morning and they're till 6 o'clock at night. But you pull into a port like Santorini, Greece, and is really just not a lot of time to do and see all the things you want. The good thing about the river cruises is they're much smaller. They only hold anywhere between 150 to 250 guests. The ships can get into places that the big ships can't get into, and you're not going to find all of those mega lounges and shows and those kinds of things, the big pools. It's more of a relaxing and an educational cruise. Best of all, the river cruises include the shore tours. And the cruises dock right there in town in the heart of the action. Breakfast and lunch on these cruise ships are usually served as a buffet with a few cook-to-order items that are available. And dinner every evening is cooked fresh in the main dining room. Now, while most ocean cruise lines hold 2,000 to 5,000 people, as I mentioned before, these ships only hold anywhere between 100 and 250 guests. I could talk about this topic all night because there are so many great companies out there. The river cruise line has grown unbelievably in the last couple of years. You have Uniworld and TALK, Avalon, Emerald, Crystal, Viking, AMA Waterways, American Cruise Line, and the list goes on and on. Some of the popular ones basically are Viking, which cruises mostly France, Portugal, the Danube River, the Rhine River. They do the Christmas markets from Berlin to Prague. And then you have AMA Waterways, which does some of the same destinations, but they specialize in wine cruises all through Europe, France, and Portugal with itineraries that include like Luxembourg and Romania and Switzerland. Then there's American Cruise Lines, which is based here in the U.S., and they specialize in sailing the Mississippi River, the Tennessee River, the Columbia Snake Rivers. They go up to New England and Cape Cod, and they also have one that does the national parks and those rivers up there in New England. And they have regular riverboat cruises, but they also have the authentic paddle wheelers. One of their most popular itineraries is their sailing from Nashville down to Memphis, and also their one that goes from New Orleans to Memphis. Entertainment on these ships is very low key. You have a piano player or maybe a little jazz trio, and you're not going to find the big Broadway productions like you find on the big mega ships. These ships are very port intensive, and all the excursions are focused on the history and culture of the region. So if you're looking for a cruise that focuses on culture and history and education with a small crowd of passengers and well-planned excursions, then a river cruise is probably in your future. And it's way too much to cover in just a travel minute. But if you want any information on any of them, give me a call, drop me a line. We are certified with all of the major river cruise lines and could send you all kinds of information about the itineraries that are available. Anyway, this is Joe Leo, and this has been this week's Travel Minute here at the JBL Legends Travel Group. Have a great day.
Thanks, Joe. Always travel with someone you trust. JBL Legends Travel and Joe Leo. Reach out to him at 732-831-5200. The official travel company of Tiki Man Radio.